What's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's recording live from the mothership. How's everybody doing? We're back with another Southampton episode. This one here is part 10, and we're still in the transfer window. We've secured another deal. This one's a pre-contract signing. Alphonse Areola, the backup goalkeeper for PSG, has joined us on a pre-contract. So hopefully, beginning of next season, he'll join us. I kind of wanted to just do, I usually don't do too many pre-contract signings because at some point they do get a little bit unrealistic. You see, Jake Hesketh did go out on loan as well to Wolves until the end of the season. But yeah, I don't usually do pre-contract signings, but I wanted to see if the little issue was fixed that they had last year in FIFA 18, where you do a pre-contract signing and they wouldn't join until January next season. So I kind of want to see. And at the same time, I feel like Areola is a perfect option to go with us. Obviously, we have Angus Gunn, who really I haven't really spoke about, but I feel like he would probably be the long-term goalkeeper for the squad. Fraser Foster obviously not got too much time left on him, but Angus Gunn will train him. So in the meantime, to bridge the gap between going from Fraser Foster to Angus Gunn, Areola could come in. I'm not sure what his overall is going to be. I'm not sure what his potential is going to be. I think we agreed it was somewhere around 50,000 a week. But I feel like I overpaid a little bit. If you obviously didn't see the negotiations, I feel like I overpaid a little bit. So I don't think his overall is going to be too high. But yeah, it's just going to be really to bridge that gap. Eventually, I'm looking for Angus Gunn. Hopefully, again, I say it time and time again, I don't know the potentials of these players, but I'm hoping Angus Gunn will be able to be the first team goalkeeper for this team eventually in the future. But when I say I don't know the potential, that doesn't mean tell me. I don't want to know potentials. I find it a lot more entertaining and fun when you're able to make mistakes with transfers and stuff like that. I mean, when players don't always reach the potential you were hoping they could get to. But into this, the first game of the episode, we're playing against Everton right here. You see Theo Walcott got himself open at the back post and was able to head it into the back of the net right there. And again, Everton coming forward, trying to cause us trouble by putting the ball into the box real deep. I feel like we should be doing better from that free kick. Like, that's a real deep free kick. So much time to adjust himself and get in position. Nathan Redmond finding himself in the middle of the field. He gives it to Vasquez. Vasquez running as defender, going at him, cuts onto his right foot, and again, I feel like that's like the third time we've seen Vasquez pull off a shot like that. And again, the same variable, like the same pattern is that I didn't go for a time shot with that one. I'm feeling like it has to be time shooting in certain positions is what I'm noticing. But we were able to make sure that miss didn't matter. As Super Mario Lamina, what a player he's been for us so far this season. And you guys seem to love him, I mean. So, good to see him performing. The players that people like doing well. That's what we want to see. Mario Lamina is a cool finish. The man's just side-footed it from outside the box. Found that corner where the keeper can't get to it. 77 minutes into the game now. Everton coming forward again. You see they're going to slide it down the line right here. Max, their new signing, is a beautiful through ball in behind. They square it to Theo Walcott. Was that the right decision? Should Yannick Bolasie have tried to go by himself? I probably think he should have. Everton coming forward again, though, not letting up, coming to our stomping ground and taking over. Sigurdsson finds his way. Beautiful ball across the box. Bolasie hits the post. It falls back to him. And there's not much you can ask Fraser Foster to do in that situation right there. It's come straight back to Yannick Bolasie. And he's able to put it into the back of the net. So right now we're heading towards another defeat this season. And what would that be? A second defeat at home of the season, I believe. I believe that's it. But we did lose the game, unfortunately. And getting back into transfer dealings, we complete another signing. Kmart Rodriguez. Okay, I feel like it's Kmart. I don't know. I've always known him as just Kema or Kema. I didn't even know Rodriguez was his surname, but so we're gonna call him Kema or Kema. I'm not 100% too sure, to be honest. But yeah, well, you know what? Obviously, Wesley Hoot has been injured from first game of the season. He's still out up to this point. Yoshida, a lot of you guys, well, not a lot of you guys, but I've not the biggest fans of Yoshida. Vestergaard's not been doing too hot for us. I mean, really, I feel like we need a centre back. Whether he's gonna replace Vestergaard or he's gonna replace Yoshida, hopefully he makes these two step up their game to hold down their position. But Kmart coming into. I think I'm just gonna stick to Kmart. I'm not gonna go back and forth with Kmart and Kima. I'm gonna call him Kema or Kmart. But you don't have the accent. I'm just calling him Kmart. Coming in, big tall presence at centre back. Pretty decent with the ball at his feet. And also, we completed a loan sign, short-term loan. I saw Ademola Lookman mentioned in the comments section a couple times, and he's a player who I'm here and I'm there. Like I'm neither here nor there when it comes to Ademola Lookman. I mean, I kind of like him, I guess. So I thought, you know what, instead of putting some money out there and signing him, let's get him on loan. We kind of need another wide midfielder for this season. Obviously, we got a Unity on the bench, but other than that, if I need another winger to come on, sometimes I put Almiron out there, who's obviously not an out-and-out winger. So, Lookman might come in and play a few games, see if we could do a job for him. He was on the bench in this game in the FA Cup fixture. The second FA Cup. We played the FA Cup game in the last episode, too. Second FA Cup fixture of the series. And here again, you saw we were playing Miguel Almiron out on the left, Vasquez on the right, Charlie Austin up front. James Ward-Prowse came in, as well as Cedric and Target on fullback positions, and Kema did get himself a debut starting at centre-back alongside Jan Vestergaard. And we did take the lead real early on in this game. Only 16 minutes is all we needed for Charlie Austin to rise above everybody else from that corner. Whipped into the box from Lucas Vasquez. And you see where it's a little bit of a mix between our top players and some other players coming in. Just because, I mean, I would like to win this tournament. I would like to win this trophy. So we're not going to completely shuffle it all. I rarely ever do completely shuffle around my team like a lot of other people do. That's just not something I feel that's ever necessary. You never see that happen. Well, you do. You very rarely see that happen, though. A team very rarely comes into a game with a complete different 11 to their previous game. Yeah, it just really doesn't happen. I don't see any need for it. So I usually kind of switch around a couple players, more so than the whole team. But we were playing quite well in this one, still struggling to break the deadlock. Charlie Austin took a shot from range and the left foot as well. It was a time shot. And you could just tell. You could just tell when it's a time shot because it just looks vicious. It looks ferocious and all sorts. 59 minutes in, we're on the attack again. Cedric is going to find a Romeo. Nice pass into from Romeo, sorry. Back to Almiron, and he crossed it to the back post, and Lucas Vasquez was there to head home, finding the back of the net once more. The Spaniard fly kicks the corner flag. You know, he's feeling himself. He's feeling good. At 60 minutes in, we double our lead. Beautiful pass, I think, from Charlie Austin, and Almiron again on some very good form for us right now. The Paraguay international crossing to the back post. It's a pinpoint cross. Lucas Vasquez making it a little bit difficult, maybe. All he really needs to do is go for that near post. Don't think the keeper would have been able to save it. But you see, Ademola Lookman did come on, and he receives the ball here. Step over to get over his man. Running at the defense now, Ademola Lookman tries to slide it. It doesn't really work out. Eventually falls to Harrison Reed, and his shot is just tame. But that's 90th minute, as you can see right there. And that was all that she wrote for this game in the FA Cup as we progress once more. Kema had a very solid debut alongside Vestergaard. Probably one of the most solid performances we've had defensively since the early portions of the season. Like earlier in the season, we were looking real good defensively, and then it kind of just went all the way wrong during that little portion of losses that we were taking a couple episodes ago. See right here, continuing transfer window business. Chelsea signing Rodrigo for 70 million. Now Rodrigo, I never thought I would see him go for that kind of price, but as he gets on older, gets on in his career, as he gets a little bit older, I guess he's really been stepping up the performances. But a lot of big transfers happening as Thiago joins Guardiola again and heads to Manchester City. So that's another big deal. There was another one. I think Gaia went somewhere. Can't really remember. You know, I wasn't just watching. But this is the game we come filming the last game of the episode. Kema and Vestergaard at centre back again. Lamina and Højbjerg in that holding position. Vasquez, Almiron and Redmond. And Gabbiadini up front for this one. Crystal Palace lineup with Guaita in goal. Joe Ward, Kelly, Riederwald and Van Aanholt. Townsend and Schlupp are the wingers. Milejevic and Kuyate. And then Ayew and Zaha up front again. Another front two for Crystal Palace. and we come forward. This is a very interesting match. You're going to see in just a bit. We get an early chance. Almiron just found himself offside a little bit as Vasquez tried to find him. 3 minutes in, right after that happened, Almiron finds the ball again. He's going to slide it into Lucas Vasquez, who's just straight up beating his man. Saved by the keeper, and Miguel Almiron turns up to put the ball into the back of the net right there. Only 3 minutes into the game. Well, maybe 4 now, 5 now. Only 5 minutes into the game. Mannequin challenge, I did that by accident. I was trying to just do a slide, but I guess they changed the celebration. I don't know. But Lucas Vasquez just completely just powering past his defenders. Well saved. That time I did go for a time finish. So you see the difference. It actually hit the target this time from Vasquez. Fell to Almiron though. Maybe a little bit too much power for the keeper to hold. And Almiron slams it into the back of the net. See, that goal was scored in 5 minutes, only 7 minutes in. This was an action-packed match. And I decided to start putting more stuff like that. And Kamer came in and slide tackle. I decided to put more stuff defensively into the videos because you guys can never really see how well certain players do if they're defensive players. Lucas Vasquez, though, right down the other end, doubling our lead, firing it into the back of the net. Lucas Vasquez early on in this match looked like he's well up for it as he goes to celebrate with the Southampton fans and the team catch up and celebrate going 2-0 up. But like I did mention, I was saying I want to get more highlights of like defensive challenges, and even players like Romeo do stuff that doesn't really get praise, and they're only really going to get praise for that stuff if I actually show you guys, which I've never really shown defensive interceptions and stuff like that. I mean, it's not the most entertaining stuff, but I feel like you guys need to see that stuff to know how well certain players are doing. Another one comes up here is a great cross into the box. And you see stuff like that, and a brilliant defensive header from Nathaniel Klein, just being able to flick that one out of play. Again, Palace putting it into the box. 20 minutes in this time, Almiron finding Gabbiadini. Nathan Redmond finding all kinds of space. We were deadly on the counter-attack in this match. He finds Miguel Almiron one-on-one. His shot comes off the crossbar, headed out. It's going to fall to Højbjerg. His shot blocked, falling all around the box, and eventually being cleared. Coming forward again now, Højbjerg. Beautiful ball out wide to Nathan Redmond. He runs into the box, taking on Palace, and a well-saved effort from Guaita. But you see, just an electric match. And I did mention the first time we played Palace, it was an open game, back and forth. But the final product just wasn't there. This time it was the same, but the final product was a little better. And you see stuff like that was happening all the time for Palace. Just mistake after mistake. Lamina sliding in Miguel Almiron. This time, no mistake from the Paraguayan. And he finds the back of the net for the second time in this match. 3-0 up, only 28 minutes into the game. And Palace were shooting themselves in the foot time after time, giving the ball away. Look how much space we had, how much players rushing forward. Another counter-attack. I'm telling you guys, we were on fire in counter-attacks for this match. And look at the finish from Almiron as well. Just laser accuracy to that top corner. Right from kickoff. Look at Palace. They've given it straight away. They win it back, give it straight away again. Mario Lamina slides it into Almiron. He finds Manolo Gabbiadini, who hits the post. It falls to Almiron on a hat-trick. Keeper comes across and keeps it out. This game, only 30 minutes into the game, guys. And it's just going on like this. Now, from the throw-on, finds its way back to Mario Lamina. And Super Mario Lamina, baby. What a strike. 4-0 up 32 minutes into the game. And to be honest, what you're able to see, we just came out, and I don't even know why, but we came out with some super intensity in this match. And you've seen it from like some of the interceptions. The interception that just led to Gabbiadini hitting the post. Like, my players were everywhere picking up the loose balls, and Palace were losing the ball, giving it away. And we were just all over them in this first half. It was crazy. Again, you see there, Palace lost the ball. Lamina slides it into Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. He slides it out wide right to Lucas Vasquez, who now is going to power into the box, cross his back post, and it's 5-0 just 35 minutes into the game. Nathan Redmond dispatching of that one. Honestly, beautiful play from Vasquez, and we were just clinical. Everything was on point. Beautiful delivery, beautiful finish. The counter-attack again. You see how quickly we went from A to B, one side of the pitch to the next. The counter-attacking was vicious. I don't know what I did to make it this good. Crystal Palace coming forward again, 37 minutes in, whipping it into the box. Fraser Foster making a huge mistake right there and almost being made to pay, but a brilliant save. And now Kamer again, brilliant bit of defensive work. But Klein plays into Lucas Vasquez, and you're going to see yet another counter-attack as Gabbiadini finds Lucas Vasquez. All kinds of space, back post for Nathan Redmond again, and we counter. Is 6-0, 40 minutes in. The counter-attack was electric. What was it, like 3 passes and we were all the way up in their side. Miguel Almiron and Nathan Redmond, Gabbiadini himself as well going to celebrate. All 3 of them have been on fire. Not to mention this man, Humble Vasquez, just squaring it. And great finish again from Nathan Redmond. The front 3, no, I can't, I ain't even going to do that. I can't say the front 3. Everyone on the pitch was just outstanding in this first half. Crystal Palace did themselves no favours, to be honest. Like, they were appalling. As we come forward again, Lamina, look how much space these players have. Miguel Almiron from outside the box. Still on a hat-trick, the Paraguayan international will probably be, I don't know the exact stats, but he'd probably be the first Paraguayan to score a hat-trick in one of my series. Maybe even the first Paraguayan to score a hat-trick in the Premier League. I'm not too sure. But, into the second half now, and it kind of, I don't want to say it all changed, the ties all changed, but Palace were definitely like, it almost like this was a different match. Like, Palace stopped making their mistakes, they came out with intensity, like they were running at me and stuff, and it almost felt as if in this half, it was just my turn to start playing poorly almost. Like, it just switched. Crystal Palace started playing a bit better, I started playing a little bit worse. But like I said, not to say that it completely switched on his head, because, spoiler alert, we're still going to win this match. We're not going to give away a 6-goal lead, but putting pressure on Crystal Palace, is bouncing around a little bit, finds its way to Lamina, who's going to pull it back to Højbjerg. And look, they just all back off of Højbjerg. Højbjerg bends one, and it comes off of the post. Could have been 7 right there. 64 minutes in now, Crystal Palace have themselves a corner. Like I said, they were creating something at least. Like, there was nothing for them in the first half, but creating something at least this time. Eventually finds its way to the edge of the box. Zaha right now going back and forth. Eventually finds its way back to Zaha, and his effort fizzes wide of the post. Not enough curl on it really to actually find its way into the back of the net. It was always going wide. Fraser Foster had it covered, and now headed out from Bertrand. Nathan Redmond on the ball now. He's going to play it inside. Miguel Almiron, he sees the run from Gabbiadini, and Gabbiadini right now is just going to power his way into the box. Manolo Gabbiadini didn't have a goal. He had to get on the score sheet eventually. 6 goals in the game. And for none of them to be for the striker, and Gabbiadini's been brilliant for us this season, it had to come to an end at some point. And eventually he did burst down the middle. I guess we could have played it out wide to Redmond again, but like I said, at that point, I was kind of trying to help Gabbiadini get on the score sheet. Like I said, 7 goals and none for Gabbiadini, that would have been crazy. 8th goal of the Premier League for the Italian. And now you see it's all time to kind of give certain players a run out. Lucas Vasquez got himself a huge standing ovation because he was outstanding in this match, just like some others. Like Ryan Bertrand right there making a really good challenge. Found his way out to Townsend. Crystal Palace, not really much going on. Like, they pulled another goal back right here, but it's nothing less than a consolation goal. They've conceded 7. They've conceded 7. And like I said, the first time we played Crystal Palace, it could have gone like this. It could have gone, if you see the first game, you go back to that, it was open. But like I said, the end product wasn't there. And this game was exactly the same, just with end product a lot more. And we made it 8. 92 minutes into the game, the very last chance, and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg deserved a goal, and he did get one. And really, again, it kind of sums up the whole match. Like, Højbjerg just went for it. He went for it, and the Palace players didn't. The goalkeeper even probably could have came out and got that one. Look at the leap from Højbjerg. Brilliant header from the Dane. And he gets himself what was his 3rd Premier League goal of the season. Mario Lamina, Super Mario getting the player of the match. He was outstanding. Interceptions, tackles, 100% pass accuracy, I think it said right there. And 8-2, the final score in that one. Player of the month shortlist, 4 Southampton players. And that sums up everything. We have been playing well recently. Lamina, Redmond, Højbjerg, and Vasquez. Who do you guys think deserves to win it? Let me know down below. Right here, top scorers. Redmond, Gabbiadini, Vasquez. Redmond is leading our top scorers with 11 goals. You're going to see assists right here. Lucas Vasquez just 2 behind Gylfi Sigurdsson, who got 2 assists in the game against us earlier. So without those two, would have been joint top for Vasquez. But we have been outstanding. In the next episode, you're going to see transfer deadline day come along. And this is what the table looks like at the end of this one. Chelsea and Man United leading the way. Everton are up there. We sit in 7th place, but really no reason why we can't get ourselves that Europa League spot that we were kind of looking for at the beginning of the season. However, if we don't get it, I'm still quite happy. Top half was the main goal. Europa League was kind of something that I felt like we could get, but I'm not going to be upset if we don't get it. But it's either way, it's looking like it's going to be a brilliant season, especially if we could finish above Manchester City, which is just kind of like a bonus. But that's it for today's episode. Like I said, next one, transfer deadline day will take place. Let me know what you think of my signings up to this point as well. You guys who've been here for a while will know I like to make signings that are a little bit different. I like to make signings that you're not really going to see on other people's channel, while still making them kind of interesting and hopefully finding some hidden gems. Like I would pride myself on finding quite a few hidden gems between the career modes that I've done so far on YouTube. Players that no one else will have, that I did buy and turned out to be brilliant signings. So that's what I'm trying to look for in this one. Let me know what you feel about that. For now, that's it. Peace.